Blackstone presents The Canon of Reason and Virtue, Lao Tzu's Tao Teh, translated from the Chinese by Paul Carus. This book is read by Denis Daly. Foreword by Paul Carus. This booklet, The Canon of Reason and Virtue, is an extract from the author's larger work, Lao Tzu's Tao Teh, and has been published for the purpose of making our reading public more familiar with that grand and imposing figure Li, who is honoured with the posthumous title Po Yang, that is, Prince of the Strong Principle, but whom his countrymen simply call Lao Tze, the old philosopher. Sima Qian, the Herodotus of China, who lived from about 136 to 85 BC, has left a short sketch of Lao Tzu's life in his Shi Qi, Historical Records, which is here prefixed as the most ancient and only well-attested account to be had of the old philosopher. Being born in 604 BC, Lao Tze was by about half a century the senior of Confucius. He must, during his life, have attained great fame, for Confucius is reported as having sought an interview with him. But the two greatest sages of China did not understand each other, and they parted mutually disappointed. If Confucius's visit to Lao Tze were not historical, we should have to regard it as ben trovato, for the contrast between these two leaders of Chinese thought remains to the present day. The pupils of Confucius, the so-called literati, are tinged with their master's agnosticism, and insist on the rules of propriety as the best methods of education, while the Tao Tze, the believers in the Tao, or divine reason, are given to philosophical speculation and religious mysticism. The two schools are still divided, and have never effected a conciliation of their differences that might be attained on a common higher ground. At an advanced age, Lao Tze wrote a short book on reason and virtue, Tao Teh, in all outward appearances a mere collection of aphoristic utterances, but full of noble morals and a deep meditation. It met the reward which it fully deserved, having by imperial decree been raised to the dignity of canonical authority, hence the name King or Canon, completing the title Tao Teh, as now commonly used. Lao Tze's Tao Teh contains so many surprising analogies with Christian thought and sentiment that were its authenticity and
Sample complete. Ready to continue?